And we are back for the third and maybe just final game of the ALS Season 1. We are in Game 3 of our championship series, and things aren't looking good for our underdogs. In-game taking 2 losses to start with. Kinder, how are you feeling going into this?
How am I feeling? I definitely feel like Endgame has been underperforming in these first 2 games. Iron Dragon's definitely a very strong team. But between the roster issues they had, Endgame had in game number 1 and game number 2, they just looked a little bit hesitant on a lot of things. They're going to have to come out here in game number 3 and really just say, all right, guys, if we're going to come back in this series, we gotta play better and really just, you know what I'm saying? Like, come out there and try to, so like I'm not articulating this at all, so just forget about it. But
what they need to do is be more decisive and not afraid to engage.
They gotta come out here and play for pride. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Like, even if they're gonna come back in the series, they gotta just come out here and give it everything they've got if they're gonna have a chance.
Well, quickly catching up on picks and bans, Iron Dragon taking off the Pyke and Sejuani, as well as the Caitlyn. And Endgame doing kind of what I expected him to do in response to that absolutely dominating Master Yi game, taking off the Yi and the Taric, and Leona for good measure.
Yeah, definitely going to ban off that Caitlyn from Feral Hogs here, as he was the one glimmering hope that Endgame has had in this entire series so far. So
Misfortune picked up for the side of Iron Dragon.
I feel like Bo has really I was expecting more from the series out of Bo. In game number 1, he was kind of having to play at a disadvantage because his entire team of Endgame had kind of just lost the edge to Iron Dragon. But in game number 2, definitely played fine, but I feel like he's been missing that X factor so far in the series that we did see in the semifinals.
Ash picked up 4 Feral Logs here. And Zap going to the opposite side of what we've seen it previously.
Interesting. Trying to pick that away from the comp that Iron Dragon built in game number 1 with the Misfortune already locked in. Will we see the Gragas or the Elise pick coming in here?
It will be curious.
J4.
Looks like J4.
Yeah, next to Gragas and Elise, I'd say J4 is definitely right in there with Ancient Mommy's champion pool, top 3 for sure.
What I think will be curious is what strategy Iron Dragon decide to go with for this game. They've gone like for a super team fight comp already. They've gone for a Jugger Yi comp. What they decide to go with this game could be interesting if it's something fresh or something we've seen before. I kind of hope it's something fresh. Really just throw it all out there. Go all out. It's the finals. There's nothing left to hide.
So Ornn being picked up here for Iron Dragon instead of going to Endgame like last game. Although Gawa looked a little bit uncomfortable on the Ornn pick, honestly.
Yeah, Victor
missed a couple ultimates.
Bo here. Now he has put on some pretty good performances with the Victor, so maybe this will be a good transition for him. We will have to see. Nautilus band off, along with the Mordekaiser. Respectable bands.
So once again, Iron Dragon opting for this sort of really good team fighting comp, putting all their eggs into that kind of a basket. Lots of engage from the Ornn. Jarvan, early game, good at engaging, good at flying onto that back line. Sticking true to their strategy that has been working so If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess.
Morgana ban out. Brown Autumn cheering in the background. With the Senna ban, honestly feels kind of curious. Don't think Joe's played a whole lot of Senna support, and it definitely won't be going AD carry. So, maybe just a filler ban, if you will, something they don't want to see. Feral Hogs. Okay, well that's curious. We're going to counterpick Kendra's best favorite champion here.
I have seen Lil Gawa play York in solo queue a couple times. So definitely someone he has some experience with. Diana coming through though. Can we get some Diana emotes in the chat, please?
We can try.
If your subscription has elapsed here, as it is the new month of March, you will be unable to spam that Diana emote, so just saying.
Zyra picked up as the support. Now, quite personally, I'm a fan of Zyra support. Lots of damage, lots of poke, lots of shenaniganery, lots of CC, all of which kind of favors this Misfortune comp here. I like it. This team feels well-rounded.
Final pick coming in for endgame will be Sona for Joe.
Now that's curious. It has a lot of early damage potential with the empowered auto attacks, but very poppable. Misfortune ricochets can do some very significant damage to the health bar of the Sona, so something to be concerned about.
It definitely a squishy pick coming in. Lots of burst potential on the side of Iron Dragon, but enchanters have been on the up in the recent patches. Definitely pretty strong right now. I am actually very excited to see Bo in this victor, as you've already said. Also, Feral Hogs very comfortable on Ashe. We haven't seen him pick out the Aphelios yet, which has been left open in all of these matches so far, but Ashe definitely right there in his champion pool along with Caitlyn and Aphelios. Haven't seen Slamiel on the Zac, but all in all, I feel like I'm a fan of going to some comfort picks here in game number 3. Once again for endgame.
Yeah, if you can't counter pick if you can't win on the counter pick, just play something you're good at, right? At least we're seeing some adaptability in them there. They're changing strategies and not sticking to what they thought they should have done. Well, if it didn't work the first time, it probably won't work the second time. And it's only a best of 5, so you only have so much room that you can adjust and change. And with it being match point for Iron Dragon, it's now or nothing.
Yeah, as a spectator here and a commentator, I really hope even if endgame goes out here and loses again, I really just hope they show a little bit more like willingness to be aggressive and try to make a proactive play when the opportunity presents itself. Because Iron Dragon definitely has given some openings, and I really just hope that even if it doesn't end up working out for endgame here, that they show a little bit more aggressiveness and calculated aggression. At least go down swinging here.
Yeah, if doing nothing has ever been successful, then I have never seen it. Sometimes, even if it's the wrong call, making a call and doing it is the better option. Because at least there's a chance.
For sure. So there's a minute left on the spectator delay in what could be the final match of Season 1 of the ALS. Unless endgame does a complete 180 from the first 2 matches. which is always possible.
The reverse sweep. Well, by my predictions, this should be the game that Endgame wins.
Reverse sweeps do happen more often than you think, especially once the first game gets lost. That thinking in the back of the minds of what would be Iron Dragon here if they lose this game would be, all right, we really don't want to lose the second game. And once that second game is lost and it gets tied up at 2-2, you're getting pretty nervous there that you might actually end up throwing this. So it kind of the mental game would always tends to lean in the favor of the team trying to mount that reverse sweep, especially once that first and second victory does come through.
Well, for that to happen, we have to have a first victory, so we will see. Going into loading screen here. Now, my question will be, will we go 3-0 on invades?
There is a 0% chance I don't think we see Iron Dragon try and invade here. In both game number 1 and 2, they worked extremely flawless here. If you're endgame, you got to do a great rollout and really guard this jungle. That's what adaptation is. Especially in a series like this. You've seen Iron Dragon do it multiple times now. There's no reason why they wouldn't try it again.
Well, I certainly hope they do try.
Toxichrome 94. Fan of the invades at level 1. As these two teams are about to spawn in on the Rift, if Iron Dragon takes down this W, they will be the ALS Season 1 champions. Endgame trying to keep their hopes alive in this season, trying to push it to a game number 4. Do see some assistance pings being pinged on that top tri-bush by Iron Dragon. No member has left the base from Endgame. So do see a pause coming in.
Looks like a client bug.
But some members from Endgame should have been rolling out here. You see all the members from Iron Dragon very close already to the river and will be able to invade. So once again, the level 1 play not looking very advantageous for Endgame. And I would almost just go out on a limb and predict we're going to see a 3-for-3 first bloods on invades for Iron Dragon here. They've looked very coordinated in their invades from games 1 and 2, especially in game 2. Well executed kill on the Feral. Should just be a few moments here as Feral is trying to reconnect to this game.
In the meantime, how are our viewers doing? How are you people doing out there in the great wide world of not my computer screen? We feeling alive today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not a viewer, but I'm someone here who's not on your computer screen.
You vaguely count. You count by proxy.
I'm actually heading out on vacation when this series ends, so there's always that.
Oh, hype!
Spring break this week, as well as the conclusion of Season 1.
I'm looking to go in, sit on my back porch after this, as it is an absolutely gorgeous day here in South Georgia.
Sounds like a tranquil way to conclude the remainder of the day. After such an epic event such as the ALS Season 1 Finals.
Oh, yeah. truly an event to rival the LCS itself.
Even if it only goes 3 games here. Farrell still having a little bit of difficulties. I believe he may be resetting his computer.
Yes, Windsor Tort, it is in fact a fantastic day to stay home and relax.
It is just really unfortunate that the entirety of Endgame was trying to get this pause to come through, and no one was pathing out to protect the jungle here. Because if either team here needs any inch of advantage they can get, it's definitely Endgame here, and they've already given over that inch to Iron Dragon. Only 28 seconds into the match. Looks like Farrell is now loading back into the match. Shouldn't be too much longer. Unless, of course, this is an elaborate scheme to keep us here for 25 extra minutes. But all jokes aside, Feral Hogs has reconnected to the match. And game number 3 here should be getting back underway any moment. It'll be interesting to see how quickly Endgame does respond to get out of this base after this pause. You'd think it'd be pretty instant. Yeah. But that head start from Iron Dragon is definitely more than enough to get into this jungle.
Yeah, rather unfortunate here. Looks like they're just going to get some deep wards in.
Not even opting to guard the top side jungle. Although they were very late out of the gate, so maybe taking that into calculation.
Yeah, not wanting to take the risk here.
Just 5 manning it down to the bot lane in case that was the side Iron Dragon intended to invade. But lots of deep vision now for Iron Dragon around the red side for endgame, as well as starting their red buff.
Yeah, pink ward to start. Pretty bold statement there, top lane.
Slamuel walking towards the red buff. What is going on here? We'll be starting Raptors. But he's been spotted out by Iron Dragon on that ward. So if he gets level 2, they're probably going to walk right down to Raptors and try to cheese him off. Flash is available. Pride just wants to burn it.
Yeah, Flash is out. Super unfortunate there, but
it doesn't even get level 2 because it didn't finish off enough of the Raptors. So definitely an interesting switch there from Slamuel not to start a buff and just heading up towards the Raptors. Ancient Mommy now knowing the vulnerable position Slamuel's in and is looking to make this invade happen. Flash is unavailable. Electrocute procced and the passive will be used as First blood comes through.
Very unfortunate. Uses his smite to smite one of the Zacklings.
Good aggression there from Ancient Mommy, knowing he should really come right back in. I'm not sure if I didn't watch the pathing there, but I feel like Bo would have spotted him out coming through and should have been able to give him the heads up. But either way, whatever happened, Slamuel was unaware of this and is now in a very bad spot. Did manage to pick up level 2 from the Wolves camp for getting attacked. Do see a level 2 gank here potentially coming in for endgame on the mid lane.
Yeah, Slamio looking to make something happen here. Gonna give it up. Bisu just kind of feeling it in his bones, I guess.
I think Slamuel got spotted out on the pink ward. Yeah, Turbo, Ancient Mommy heading straight back towards him as he knows Slamuel's in a bad spot.
Yeah, Slamio going to die here for sure. Oh, wait, nope, he may just get out. Just never mind.
Oh! And this all comes back to that early advantage that they got in the topside jungle of endgame. They got that deep wards. Look at those pink wards that are still going to be sitting there for a long time. Spotted out Slamuel in a bad spot, in an aggressive position, still at only level 2. And things really not looking good for endgame as a whole here, because the jungle pressure is going to be pretty non-existent from Slamuel, I feel like. At least for the time being.
Got a wet noodle fight going on top lane with a gank coming in. Ain't your mommy everywhere this game.
Logawa doing a good job there to dodge the knockup. Yeah, I'd expect to see Ancient Mommy with complete jungle control, honestly, for the next foreseeable future.
Oh my lord. Down bot lane, we have a kill. Looks to be another one, though. Nope, never mind. Heal is popped, and it keeps Zyra alive. Super unfortunate that Joe was killed off by one of the plants of Zyra. Picking up a kill there, popping flash to get out. Looks to re-engage this fight. It's going to be super close, but not quite close enough. The ward will pick off that kill.
Dreamlover just walking up a little bit too far there. Not quite respecting damage from Feral. Slamuel just late on that as the recall goes through. Slamuel down a significant amount of CS and gold to Ancient Mommy. Definitely put it at a huge disadvantage here, which is really just not good news for endgame at all. Both junglers will be meeting here at the scuttle, but Slamuel very low once again, does not see Ancient Mommy in the area, and will be getting popped once again. Does get the smite heal, actually will save his life.
Just barely, but Dreamlover going super deep here, trying to just chase him off.
Flash not available though, so Slamuel will be fine. More deep ward control trying to be obtained here. Ancient Mommy lurking.
Just out of range there.
Ancient Mommy waiting for Slamuel to hit this ward.
Gets forward, goes for the ward.
Yeah, really good aggression here from Ancient Mommy to really not let Slamuel get back into this game, which is exactly what you want to do with such a huge lead that he's obtained.
Oof, Joe super low bot lane being just kind of sieged up underneath the tower.
Ancient Mommy playing aggressive, but very by himself here as Bo is around.
Now J4 super mobile, is capable of getting in and out of tight spots.
And he smited that camp away, so still only 3 camps cleared by Slamuel. And Ancient Mommy is just going to go right back at him, not letting him have anything.
Yeah, this is some incredibly aggressive counter jungling here.
Very well executed by Ancient Mommy, is definitely one of the best junglers in the ALS. And showing it here in game number 3, just completely choking out the jungle presence from endgame.
I don't even know if Zach can actually take Grump here.
Does not have Smite available for a few more moments. But it looks like he'll probably be able to squeak it out here. Bisu, though, also looking for the aggression.
Heal goes off. Not quite enough. Passive pop. Poor Slamuel just trying to stay alive here. Is it going to make it? Meanwhile, top lane. Ain't your mommy doing ain't your mommy things. And once again, bot lane. More kills going off. However, Misfortune will eventually fall to the tower.
And this was actually a really good play from Iron Dragon. Ancient Mommy knew that Slamiel was not in the topside jungle. He had scared him away. The only place he could have been was either having recalled or at Gromp. And they sent Bisu down there to check it out and definitely caught him out at that Gromp. So really smart tracking of Slamiel here just to keep him completely shut out of this game. Still only level 3. 16 CS, 4 camps cleared.
Meanwhile, Ancient Mommy level 6 already. Currently up almost twice the gold. Actually over twice the gold of Slamiel on this J4. Things are not looking good for our underdog team.
Yeah, definitely games looking pretty similar to the pace that's set out in games number 1 and 2. I feel like this game more emulates game number 1 just from the complete jungle control that they have and map control, which is pretty similar.
Meanwhile, top lane, got another fight going on. Little guy was super low here. Pop's ult, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh, almost actually kind of want to be doing that. But unable to come up with enough damage. We'll be taking down 10 kills to 2 here before 10 minutes.
Yeah, between the J4 and the Ornn ultimate, super hard to get away. Tower about to fall as well. That will be Tower First Blood. And we are 10 minutes in with a 5K... No. 6K gold lead for the side of Iron Dragon. If I can just do math, that'd be awesome.
See, this game I feel like has been a little different because Iron Dragon was able to get that early lead in the jungle, but I feel like there hasn't been a lot that Endgame can do in response. Iron Dragon, especially Ain't Your Mommy on this Jarvan, has done such an incredible job of just completely choking out Slamiel and making sure there's really just no...
Bisu going deep into the jungle, looking to pick off poor Slamiel in his own jungle again. Pink Ward will spot him out as Bisu clears it. But Super Free Dragon picked up for the side of Iron Dragon here. Looking for a dive down bot. We'll settle for the tower instead. Ornn ult pop. But the Ash Arrow works as a stun and keeps him from reactivating the ability, keeping the team fight away, but it's still going to cost him this tower. Endgame looking to maybe siege down mid tower as well. Kind of murder balling it up a little bit. Pretty aggressive play from the side. TP thrown top lane, trying to stop Little Gawa on his push here. Little Gawa trying his best to just kind of do York things in solo top. Meanwhile, Iron Dragon just absolutely controlling the enemy side jungle. Does not want Endgame to get anything. Oh, super low here. In mid will eventually die to the Zyra plant. Little Gawa picked out a position here, also going to die. Misfortune ult pop, but not really necessary. Things looking really bad for the side of Iron Dragon, or for the side of Endgame. as they look to siege down this mid-turn. Zyra using Flash here a bit aggressively. Power quickly falling down here mids. Things once again not looking great as we approach an 8k gold lead at 14 minutes. Iron Dragon looking at Rift Herald. Of course, Shelly is probably going to very quickly fall here, and Iron Dragon looking to just snowball their lead as aggressively as they can. I'm not entirely sure what Endgame can do at this point, as this game quickly just falls right out of their hands. Slamiel having to flash out mid lane, or out of his jungle again. Caught a little out of position, choked out of his jungle. Team fight goes off mid. Joe dropping a fantastic ult on the Sona, managing to pick up a kill or two here. Slamiel doing some good CC. Feral Hog's trying his best to get more kills for his team, but he's getting super low in this minion wave, has to flash out. Just barely stays alive. Meanwhile, the Misfortune flank, doing a ton of damage into the back line. Feral Hog has to walk away here as Slamiel gets oh so slowly killed off. As we approach 16 minutes here, we are looking at a 9k gold lead for the side of Iron Dragon. All of their objectives have been easily theirs, as Dragon will soon fall to them once again.
Alright, I believe there's some technical difficulties here.
Iron Dragon picking up a very easy double kill there, once again, after taking the second drag. This game has quickly reached an untenable situation.
It does appear that
unfortunately so. Feral Hog's just missing the ultimate there.
That would have been nice. Only two members from Iron Dragon there were around.
Rift Herald will be popped mid lane. Shelly looking to take down this turret very aggressively.
Yeah, the game's hopes here are definitely like
Ornn pops his ult, Call of Forge God going down, followed by the ult of Jarvan. Slamiel looking to re-engage here, leaps in, tries to get something out of this. Doesn't have a whole lot of stats to work with. Pop's ult will eventually die for it though, as Slamio will eventually fall. While it did cost him his life, at least he tried something in the waning minutes of this game. This is not going to go the distance. This may even be a sub 20-minute game. What a performance by Iron Dragon as the last inhib turret goes down. And with that, I think we can safely say that we have our ALS champions for Season 1. Iron Dragon takes the win as the surrender goes off. And this is over, people. We have our champions, the men, the myths, the legends, Iron Dragon.
Definitely a well-played series here for Iron Dragon. Especially this game number 3. Game 3 was so clean by them. Really not a lot of openings after Slaniel got completely cheesed at level 1. Honestly, it's a really strong performance here from Iron Dragon.
Yeah, super unfortunate that the game was so one-sided to end this series, but Iron Dragon not giving an inch, showing that professional, we want to do this right and proper, that we expect from our players. Hopefully we will be able to get them in very briefly for some good old interview time. But in the meantime, looking at these advanced details and these damage graphs, that Zyra did a shockingly large amount of damage, able to zone out the enemy champions, Diana being able to zone out the enemy champions, Diana getting deep into the enemy lines, and this poor Zac, poor Slamiel, shut down so hard this game. Super unfortunate to see it, but with that very commanding performance from the side of Iron Dragon. Especially watching Ain't Your Mommy on this J4, he saw that he had advantage in the jungle and just took it and ran with it. Keeping things, or just keeping Slavio from ever getting into this game.
Very well done by Ancient Mommy, for sure. As well as he coordinated very well with the rest of the team. Like when he sent Bisu over to check the Gromp because he knew that's the only place Slamio would be able to be. So really well orchestrated by Ancient Mommy and honestly the rest of the team just to completely choke out Endgame in game number 3 and take down the Season 1 championship.
Yep. Our undeniable Season 1 champions, Iron Dragon, putting on one final show-stopping performance.
I believe we are actually going to join Iron Dragon, the entire team of Iron Dragon here for a quick interview. Congratulations ceremony.
What the?
Hey, how you guys feeling after that decisive 3-game sweep?
We're feeling good. I'm just hungry. I need to go eat lunch.
You guys are just hungry. Worked up a pretty good appetite there. What are your thoughts, Ancient Mommy, on game number 3 there, where you guys were really able to just completely choke out Slamiel on this Zac in the jungle?
So our visions and wards pretty played well because of the ward we used in the beginning. We knew Slamiel is eating raptors, so after that, Oren, the Kindred, and myself went to him and just, he was just dead. Like after all, we snowballed this game and we got an easy game.
Yeah, we just pushed the lanes so the other lanes can help the jungle. So we pushed and we just went to support our jungle the whole game. It was just easy because we had wards everywhere.
Yeah, we were really impressed actually when we saw you guys send. We sent Bisu. You were sent over to check on the Gromp to see if Slammy was on that when he scared him out of the top side jungle, and then you guys caught them out of the bot turret there. Oh, we thought that was a very well played by you guys for sure.
Thank you.
Also, a quick question: was the role swap there in sending Kindred to the AD role, was that planned or was that an accident?
Well, that was
Wait,
planned.
it was
We
like
wanted-
planned, yeah, kind of planned.
Yeah.
We didn't have we knew Griffin had the Seth, and he knew how to play him. It was such a good matchup, so we just sent him to top.
Well, it ended up working out for you guys. Pretty destructive performance as well in that bot lane. That does actually bring us to this announcement, as Kindred is Best has been named Player of the Series. So congratulations, definitely well played. So how does it feel to be the Season 1 ALS champions?
Anyone
It's a lot
other than
words.
Pixel and myself?
Feels good.
Feels good for sure.
I hear you.
You guys thought you guys just played extremely well today, or was do you think Endgame was just a little shaky?
Yeah, they didn't look like themselves from like the I guess regular season. They look a lot stronger in the regular season than today for sure. They're out of sync. That's just how I felt.
Either way, very well played by you guys. Is there any shout outs you guys like to give at this time as anything, any thanks or is there anything you guys have to say?
Well, we want to continue our great work to the season 2 if we can play together again. So we're hopefully looking forward to play again back together for the champions for the champion of season 2, I guess.
For sure.
Confidently spoken from the side of Iron Dragon here. Going ahead and calling out they want to come back for season 2 and they want the championship. So congratulations to you guys. You performed well. Very well done from you guys, and we hope to see you again in our next season.
Thank you so much.
Alright, we're gonna head back to the cash chat and be back with you guys in just a moment. Alright, we are back, and with the Iron Dragon bringing up season 2, that does actually bring us to a little announcement that we have. At the conclusion of season 1 here, we do have a tentative date for the beginning of season 2, which will be May 30th. So around that time is when we are planning on being able to have games pick up again for week number 1, and we will be releasing forms. We will be releasing forms for registration in the next few days, actually, for season 2 teams who are interested. So definitely be ready for that, as it will be released within the next week for sure, if not in the next couple days. So definitely starting our plans for season 2 as of now, even though games won't start for a couple months yet, but we're definitely taking registration and getting things organized. But Mono, unless you got anything else to add about Iron Dragon as the season 1 champs?
I think they said it good enough. They are hungry, and they are happy, and they are ready for next season. So I can't think of a better way to end this than I can't wait to see you all again soon enough to start ALS Season 2 and a whole new climb and a whole new very competitive season with competitive players looking to do their absolute best.
Yeah, so from the entire team here at the ALS, from the commissioners to the casters, huge thank you for everybody who's helped out and participated in season number 1. And we will see you guys for season 2. Until then.
May your skill shots always land, and may you always flash in the right direction. Because if you don't, I'll find out, and I will flame you.
Have a great offseason, everybody.
sun